Welcome. This is part 15 about the Olshammar engine. This time we're talking about AI model, GROC, forecasts for ammonia, hydrogen, jet A, kerosene, and liquid natural gas, LNG. Note: AI model GROC is developing fast and can give some interesting input, but these results need to be verified by GT Power or other simulation tools. Then the results need to be verified under real conditions with real engines. AI models. I asked ChatGPT, DeepSeek and GROC, what do you know about the Olshammar engine? ChatGPT and DeepSeek could not say much about the Olshammar engine, but GROC gave a good answer, so I proceeded and asked GROC to use the GT Power results for petrol and diesel to predict results for other fuels. The results were good for ammonia, hydrogen and jet A kerosene, and very good for LNG, liquid natural gas. So petrol and diesel. In 2023, the 31st of October, FEV Sverige AB wrote a report after their GT Power simulations. And conclusion was: a 4-stroke petrol spark ignition engine show 10.1% lower brake-specific fuel consumption and 16.4 more brake power at 3.5 bar absolute boost. A 4-stroke diesel compression ignition engine show 8.2% lower brake-specific fuel consumption and 19.2% more brake power at 5.5 bar absolute boost. A 2-stroke diesel compression ignition show 24.8% lower brake-specific fuel consumption and 95.8% more brake power at 5.5 bar absolute boost. With the diesel and petrol results as a basis, GROC came up with the following. So prediction for ammonia is 4-stroke spark ignition, 8 to 12% brake-specific fuel consumption reduction, and 15 to 20% power increase at 4 to 5 bar. So it's a little bit below petrol, and it's due to the slow burn, but it is viable with the boost given. 4-stroke dual fuel with ammonia and diesel. The dual fuel setup was suggested by GROC. I only asked for the ammonia, but GROC suggested dual fuel. And it says 10 to 14% brake-specific fuel consumption reduction and 20 to 25% power increase at 5.5 bar. So it's better than diesel, and it's making use of the dual fuel efficiency there. And the 2-stroke multi-fuel. Here GROC suggested that we have ammonia and a combination of diesel and a little bit hydrogen as well. And then it's 20 to 27% brake-specific fuel consumption reduction and 70 to 100% power increase at 5.5 bar. So it's close to the diesel, and this is with the H2 assist nearing the top end. Hydrogen. Predictions are 4-stroke spark ignition hydrogen, 12 to 16% brake-specific fuel consumption reduction, 25 to 35% power increase at 4 to 5 bar. So it beats petrol in both, and it's leveraging the hydrogen combustion efficiency. 4-stroke dual fuel with hydrogen and diesel, 10 to 14% brake-specific fuel consumption reduction, 25 to 30% power increase at 5.5 bar. So it outpaces the diesel, and the blending of hydrogen speeds up the ignition of the fuel, and this together with the diesel stability gives it good performance. The 2-stroke spark ignition or dual fuel setup could give 20 to 25% brake-specific fuel consumption reduction and 80 to 110% power increase at 5.5 bar. So it's rivaling diesel, and with the SI spark ignition it's a little bit lower, and with the dual fuel setting it's a little bit higher. Jet A kerosene. Here we don't have any spark ignition alternative. Here we only have compression ignition alternatives. 4-stroke compression ignition Jet A, 8 to 12% reduction in fuel consumption, and 19 to 22% power increase at 5.5 bar. So it's slightly better efficiency than the diesel and comparable power, and yeah, it's reflecting the Jet A's refined combustion. And the 2-stroke compression ignition Jet A, 23 to 27% brake specific fuel consumption reduction, 90 to 100% power increase at 5.5 bar. So it's near the diesel efficiency, and slightly tempered power with the scavenging and exhaust benefits. Liquid natural gas. Here we have a setup with 4-stroke spark ignition, liquid natural gas, 12 to 15% brake specific fuel consumption reduction, and 20 to 25% power increase at 4 to 5 bar. 4-stroke dual fuel LNG plus diesel, 10 to 13% brake specific fuel consumption reduction and 25 to 30% power increase at 5.5 bar. 2-stroke LNG gas or dual fuel version, 25 to 30% brake specific fuel consumption reduction and 100 to 120% power increase at 5.5 bar. Conclusion by Grok. LNG could outperform both petrol and diesel in the Olshammar engine, especially in 2-stroke mode, where its efficiency and power gains might rival or exceed the diesel baseline. The 4-stroke spark ignition LNG setup could top petrol's fuel economy, while dual fuel offers a balanced diesel LNG hybrid. Success hinges on managing methane slip and adapting to gaseous fuel delivery, areas where the Olshammar's innovative design might already have an edge. For definite numbers, real-world testing or LNG-specific GT power simulations would be needed, but the engine's high boost, exhaust-focused DNA screams potential for LNG. What do you think? Does this spark any specific follow-up questions? Thank you. This is the end of this presentation, and you can visit this website to get more information.